What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue through our journey through No More Heroes. In the last episode, we defeated Death Metal, and in this episode, we are, I guess, just going to find some other random dude to kill. Because that's pretty much what the entirety of this game series is about. But, oh goodness, this is all going to take a while now. All we do have to do for right now is just head over to this limousine here. It's a rather small limousine. That's not... would that be considered a limo? Well, actually, given the inside, yeah, that's a limo.
The next fight has been arranged. You don't have a lot of time, so I'll just tell you what you need to know. The 9th ranked assassin is currently Dr. Peace.
A doctor?
Actually, a detective. A dirty and unscrupulous detective with plenty of dark secrets about him. Illegal investigations, illicit sales, black marketing. He is your one-stop shop for marketing illegal goods. And on top of that, he is a trained assassin. He's been doing some work for the Mafia, and before you know it, he's up there ranked 9th on the list.
And again, if it wasn't obvious that Travis touched down as a
you won't
verb,
stand a chance against
there
him.
you go.
You're as good as dead. What's it going to be, cowboy?
Put me in, coach.
All right, please transfer 150,000 LB dollars.
What? 150,000 LBs?
Your entry fee, my overhead costs. Don't tell me that you were not expecting so many zeros on that price, or that I am ripping you off or some shit. We have an elite staff in the thousands. Personally, I think it's a bargain.
Okay, I gotcha. But you really think I got that kind of dough on me? What the hell am I supposed to do?
You are supposed to do your job. You've been hired to kill someone, so just do it and quit your whining. Plus, on-the-job training would be good for you. If you're interested, I can introduce you to an agent, an advertisement agency. But really, they're erasers. I'll tell you where it is later. I'm running late for my facial. Catch up later, okay?
What? No!
Yeah, she kind of just left us out onto the street. In between every single mission, we have to do a bunch of odd jobs in order to make enough money so that we can actually go out to try and kill the other guy, which is weird. But again, all the costs for the employments and junk like that, it only makes sense. And those are for people who only have high ranks, unfortunately. We have to go to another office, which kind of makes me wonder why she didn't just take us to the first office in the first place. But whatever. But I guess this is also kind of for tutorial sake? Yeah, tutorial sake. So, oh goodness. Now we're able to use our bike, which was shown off at the beginning of the last episode, but we didn't actually use it. It was just cutscene.
But shit like this won't fly.
And oh goodness, traveling around Santa Destroy, because that's the name of the area. I don't know if the games actually mentioned that, but whatever. Traveling around Santa Destroy isn't exactly the best thing in the world. I mean, it's not the worst, but at the same time, I might be going past it. I think I'm good, actually. Traveling is a little weird sometimes. Is this the right way? I haven't played this game in so long, so I don't exactly have everything memorized, and even when I was playing the game, I didn't exactly have all my spots memorized, but we'll get through, hopefully. But we didn't end up finding the place. Now, how do I get off this? Because there is a certain button you're supposed to press. Okay, it's down on the control pad. Okay. Yeah, using the bike is a little weird. And this is where we go for our actual odd job, since we're just like third rate or whatever. And this guy talks about a lot of stuff that I don't really care about. And he talks a lot. But this is one of the first odd jobs that we have to do, and really the only one that we're able to do. And by the way, sometimes getting enough money can take a decent while, so unless it's like a new mission like it is right now, then I'm not going to show it off because, no, I don't hate you guys that much. Luckily, with the power of editing, I can do so. So, yeah, no, that's good for you guys. That's gonna be fun for me, but it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun for you guys. For me, not entirely. Let's just get over here and do the odd job. Now, I think we only have to do this once in order to go to the next, what is it? Assassin mission? But don't really know. Alright, so for this, what we have to do is that we have to go up to these trees and we just attack them so that hopefully we get a coconut. And then we take said coconut and we bring it over to the stand. And I think the most you can have at one time is 3. It might be... Okay. I actually have to have the prompt show up. Which means... Game, please? What? Okay. None of these are giving me... What is it? Actual prompts to do it. Which doesn't make sense. Like, this usually never happens. Come on, give me something. There we go. Like, I've never gotten that unlucky with getting the coconuts out of the trees. But, I think the maximum amount of coconuts I can drop are 2. But, well, no. Well, yeah, I think the maximum that it can drop are 2. But I'm pretty sure you can pick up 3. But the more coconuts you have at one time, the slower you'll move. And when you're going back, you have to mash the A button in order to make sure that you actually carry them in your hands. And unfortunately, it's also complete luck if you have coconuts land on your head, because you'll get stunned for a little bit. There's literally nothing that you can do to prevent that. Maybe you can look up... Well, actually, no, I don't think you can. But at the same time, it's stupid. You get stunned for like 4 seconds, and it's not your fault, and there's nothing you can do about it. And of course, this mission is completely time sensitive, so the longer you take to do stuff, the worse of a job you'll actually do. And unfortunately, I'm also getting like the biggest distances for doing all this. So we pick up 1, 2, and then there's another one on the other side here. Now let's see just how slow we're gonna move. Yeah, there's a huge difference now. And unfortunately, I have to mash the A button throughout all this, otherwise I'll just drop the coconuts. I don't know if they disappear though, because I've never let the coconuts drop, but either they disappear or they just drop to the ground and you have to recollect them, but I'm not wanting to find that out. I am trying to make money after all. Anyways, I've pretty much explained everything there is to this mission, so if I don't really say anything else, or if I just cut ahead, then yeah, don't be surprised.
A few moments later.
Aw, I was hoping I could carry these other 2 coconuts over there to get a little bit extra, but no. It probably would have been better for me to just carry 1. So, did I get a gold here? Please? Okay, yes, I got a gold. Gold is the highest you can get, obviously. That's usually how it is. Unless it's like platinum or something like that. But you also do get rankings, and those rankings determine how much money you'll actually get for the mission. So now we have the new assassination mission, which is good, because I think this is it. The emphasis on I think, because I was skipping through the text quite a lot. List of jobs. Oh, okay, this is something completely different. So again, this is just more, what is it? Like more odd jobs that you can do. So you do have like regular, just like little town jobs that you can do, just, you know, regular normal stuff that any regular civilian would do. And then you have the K entertainment stuff, which is basically all the assassination stuff that you can do. So, oh goodness, traveling in between is going to be fun, especially fun trying to edit all of it. It's going to be, it reminds me a lot of like the Jak and Daxter series, because I played that on the channel, and if you're new, make sure you check those out as well if you're interested. But it reminds me a lot of Jak 2 and 3, where there was a lot of time where I had to just cut and go over to another area, unless I just talked over everything like I am right now. But like I would just have to cut over everything just to make everything, you know, a little bit more entertaining for you guys. And it also helped fit in more content within what was it, episodes, so that it wasn't just me running around for like half the episode or something like that. But here we are at our next mission. So what we have to do here is that we have to kill one specific guy throughout this entire area. All the other guys we don't have to worry about. And where's the guy? He's over here. Unfortunately, the other guys will actually attack us. And we can also target the other guys, which I don't want to do. Get over here, you. Okay, you're closest. There we go. And, okay, we have to try and deal with you as best as we can. Oh, goodness. Stop attacking me. Come on, get over here, you. Where are you? I'm going the wrong way. He's also going into the crowd too, which makes this like 10 times harder. Thankfully, he doesn't attack you back, but this can still take a little bit of time if you're getting hit as often as I am. There we go. But the mission ends as soon as you just kill the guy you're actually supposed to target. And I think you lose a few points for killing anyone else. I'm not sure. Clear time, number of kills. Okay. Aw, bronze? Okay. Well, that one's also determined on how fast you actually get the guys. So you have to get them like really quickly if you want to get a gold, unfortunately. But now we have enough money in order to go on to the next ranking battle. So what we can do right now is either A, we can go ahead and do the last job, which we don't really need to, so I'm not going to. Or we can go over to the ranking mission, of course. So, well, all we have to do is go over to the ATM, if we can find it. It's like right outside Travis's apartment complex, which is very convenient, but nah, whatever.
2 hours later.
Alright, so aside from all the crashing that I did into like literally everything, now we can turn in all the money that we've gotten. That's totally how that works, by the way. Just shove a giant wad of cash into there. And then we can go back to our motel. How do I go backwards? B? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I have to be a little bit careful when I'm doing that, because as soon as you... like, when you go backwards and then if you go forwards, unfortunately, you can accidentally, like, do, like, a supercharge... well, super startup? Let me do it right now. Boom. You can do that and you can get along like very fast, but issue with that is that if you do that, then you could accidentally like get yourself crashing into a wall. I'm going the wrong direction. I'm going nowhere near where the game told me to. Hold on a second. Okay, so hopefully this is it. And by the way, throughout the entirety of the overworld, you can collect these Lovikov balls. There we go. For some reason, that was very difficult for me to actually say. It's a difficult word, though, but whatever. I just mispronounced it entirely one time, but you can collect those throughout the entirety of the overworld, and I'll explain what those are for later.
Has been prepared. Destroy Stadium. Dr. Peace is waiting for you. Hop to it.
Alright, now we have to go to the Destroyed Stadium, which is on the opposite side of this map. So, you know, that's fun. But there's a lot of other stuff in here. I'll explain what all that's for later. Again, I gotta find time management for all this stuff to be explained. Especially with the fact that if I do explain most of the stuff, it's not even like it's going to be useful anyways, because I can't really do much with the stuff in there as of right now. But trust me, when the time comes, I'll explain what that stuff's for. But like I was saying, you can collect those, what was the word even? I don't even remember the word. It started with an L. Lovikov balls. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't really know. But all we really have to do right now is just head over to the 9 mark on the minimap, which is a Roman numeral 9, by the way. Make sure you get that education, kids. Even though it's probably not even a kid watching this video, and I would probably recommend it a little bit, but who knows? You could be like 10 for all I know, and you could just be watching this video. Don't know why, but you just could be.
12 seconds later.
By the way, something else you can do while you're traveling around is that you can knock around all the trash cans, and you can get some t-shirts or some money out of them. I got 2 t-shirts out of it, so I can try and put those on later, or decide if I want to put one of them on. And there's also a lot of customization that you can do for this game, so just wanted to point that out. Am I going the wrong way still? I have a strong feeling that I am.
2,000 years later.
Okay, here we are. This is the spot. And this is where we enter.
Listen.
I'd like to point out that silhouette is awful. Like, it's just a really bad pose for the silhouette. But now we have baseball guards who are basically just the same exact guys as before. They're just reskins, which isn't exactly a bad thing. It's just, they're still just as easy to destroy. Except now they have actual like baseballs. I guess that's like the one thing that's different. Aside from, I don't think any of them actually use guns, which would be a little bit questionable, but whatever. But like all these guys are technically supposed to be assassins that were just taken down. Like basically everyone who's on these missions and trying to kill people just like we are, they're all assassins. So these guys are all very, very similar, which is odd. Like, if you're an assassin, I would assume that you're, like, have your own unique styles similar to how, like, Travis Touchdown does, or any of the other bosses. But they just don't. They're just regular enemies throughout the map. By the way, it's kind of weird that I've been calling him Travis Touchdown. I don't know why I'm being so formal about his name. Because I normally don't do that with characters. Like, I'm saying Travis Touchdown repeatedly for, like, no reason. I could just say Travis, but for some reason I'm just not. And there you go. Man, this game is just so satisfying to play. Just to do that. Boom. And just all the money that just goes flying everywhere, and just everything. You make me, like, I'm saying that, and it makes me sound like a complete psychopath. Maybe I am, for all I know. Okay, time to explain this. So, basically, what this does is that you walk near an enemy, you press a button, and you just instantly destroy them. The only unfortunate thing about this is that you can't walk backwards, which sucks. And, like, you just move slow. Aside from that, it's not really all that bad, but at the same time, I don't like moving around that slowly. The enemies can't do anything to you, which makes it good, but again, at the same time, you just move very slow. And I forget what the actual name of that thing is. I think it's Dark Travis, I'm not sure. There is a, like, an assassin mission, and that guy just hit me. There's a, assassin mission where you use that, but that's like a long time from now. I'll get to that at some point. But for right now, again, just going back to hacking and slashing, and possibly getting some other power-ups that I'll have to explain. Because we already got the one where it slows down time for enemies around us, so that we can basically just attack them a lot easier. But I haven't really explained any of the other ones. Alright, something I didn't explain that I did just there was you can do like a counter. So basically what you have to do for that is that you have to just, when an enemy is attacking, just tap your block button, or your lock on button I guess, and you'll see a flash of light. Once you see that flash of light, attack immediately after. You'll do a counter attack and it does a decent amount of damage. It's something that speedruns do a lot of. Speedruns are basically just reliant on you being able to counterattack. Okay, so I need to be careful here because I might accidentally hit something, because you actually do have to do like a little bit of a swing when you're doing this. And the harder you swing, the more of these enemies that you hit, so I'm bringing my arm back a little bit, so if you hear a little bit of a difference in my voice and just overall quality, that's why. So I need to actually focus here, so I'm going to be quiet. Ah, I messed up. Okay. That was way too late. There we go. Now, that shouldn't be all of them, though. Oh, okay. It was. And we get the money for killing every single one of them. So, yeah, doing this is very much worth it if you can get it. And it also just kills a lot of time. Actually, I'm going to get this health. Any amount of health that I can get is very nice. And as you can tell, I'm getting a lot of money because I'm still getting it. Make it rain, boys. Like, I'm surprised I'm getting this much money. And you would think that after getting, like, all the money that you are right now, that you wouldn't have to, like, do any of the odd jobs or stuff like that, but no, you still have to. Like, there are times where you'll have to do, like, a lot of odd job missions, and I'm getting hit a lot. I'm glad I got all that extra health now. I can just kill you off real quick. But let me try and do that counter thing again. That didn't count though. It's like an extremely bright flash. So attack one of you. It's best to like try and mash the button, except when they dive at you like that. I'm pretty sure you can't parry those. I'm not sure. There you go. It's a very quick flash, so if you blink, you'll probably like actually miss it. So it's very quick and it's very bright. You'll more than likely know what I'm talking about. But At the same time, it does take a little bit of battery to actually use, so unfortunately you do have to be a little bit careful when you use it. Okay, my screen flashed extremely blue there. My goodness, that actually hurt a little bit for my vision. But regardless, just be a little bit careful about when you're using counter, because again, your sword basically has ammo.
3 weeks later.
Alright, so we got another one of these, and unfortunately, this one's actually a little bit harder. I can skip that, because that's literally the same scene. And they tell you the instructions again for some reason. But this one's actually harder, because this A is longer and the ball goes way faster, so... Oh, what? Okay, I did that too early. Come on. There we go. Okay, maybe that one wasn't actually longer, but the ball definitely goes faster. That or, like, the distance is... Well, no. The ball definitely goes faster. I was about to say maybe the distance is, like, closer, but if it was just the distance being closer, then, like, the ball would still go, like, the same speed. It would still be a little bit easier to hit it. Maybe. But there we go. Everything nice and full, and we're getting a lot of money back. But, like, one thing I need to do is that I need to remember that you can do, like, a lot of other things for, like, taking down enemies, aside from, like, clashing. Clashing is pretty random, but you can also do a lot of this, just grabbing your enemies and doing that. And that kind of stuff is very satisfying, too. Overall, just everything about this game, in terms of killing enemies, extremely satisfying, especially if you can get more than one enemy with the kill here. Okay, what does this do? Oh, right, this. So basically, you just run up to an enemy, attack them, it'll spin in any direction, basically meaning do anything you want. And you'll just instantly just beat them. And you also have yellow hair for whatever odd reason. And you move, like, slightly faster. Not like it matters all that much, but whatever. And I don't think your battery life... well, no, I'm pretty sure your battery life is still affected by it, unfortunately. It will be a little bit interesting and make a little bit of sense if your battery life were not affected by it, or that, or at least just, like, reduced, but again, you do still have to have, like, a gameplay mechanic, so it also makes sense. Alright, attack me so I can counter you. Are neither of you... Okay. There we go. Like, they literally just stood there. They knew what I was trying to go for. Unfortunately. Grab you. I do kind of wish that it would alternate which ones it would be, instead of just being the same ones, because it's consistently, like, the same exact attacks that you can do. But, it's fine. And the less of those grabs that I do, the better it is for me. That way I don't have to do all of it. Hey, I got 3 people with that. Very nice. Just stab you and stab, just stab him. There we go. But unfortunately, we do still have a number of enemies in the way, so... what? Okay, I kind of dodged into that. By the way, I'm pretty sure if your foot were to actually come into contact with a laser beam like that, you wouldn't live very long. You would basically be slicing your foot in half instantly. But this is basically the, what was it? Oh my goodness. This looks so dumb. But anyways, that's basically what we had in the first episode where, let me see if I can, ow, okay. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to do that while I'm attacking, but, that's basically the power-up we had before where, what was it? It slows down the enemies, and you're still moving at relatively the same speed. You don't have to worry too much about enemies around you. Okay, let's see. Well, okay, these guys are actually taking a little bit of damage from me. Well, health from me. Oh, we got all 7s. That's interesting. What is that one? I forgot what... Oh, right. I think we have to get just 3 7s throughout the entire level, and then we'll get something. I also forgot that you can do this. The whole, like, side thing. But yeah, these guys are taking a lot of health from me. This is bad. Just stop that. There you go. You are going to stop that right now, mister. And death. Oh, come on. Oh, this is actually the worst power-up to try and move around with, too. Thankfully, whenever, like, a new area opens up, the power-up goes away immediately, because traveling with that sometimes would be very, very annoying. And my phone's going off again. That's nice. But also, at the end of levels, there's usually like just a long hallway, which I'm pretty sure is basically just used for you to run around.
The moment you step onto the field, the fight begins. If you win, you will be ranked 9th. If you lose, well, there's no need to go into that. Need to pop a breath mint? It's the restroom. Brush your teeth. When you are ready, step inside. To be honest, your chances of survival are slim. But trust your force and head for the Garden of Madness.
My chances of survival are slim, but honestly, this is like probably the easiest boss in the entire game. So, yeah. And speaking of brushing my teeth and using the bathroom, I'm recording this at like, what time is it right now? I forget.
12 o'clock midnight.
Yeah. Thank me, by the way. Because I also have to edit. Like, this is pretty much going up the same day I'm recording it. Which is something I do need to stop doing, but it's kind of whatever. Let me make another one of these, actually, in case this actually doesn't work out that well. So we're just gonna save over that. As long as I don't save on the first profile, it is fine. But the moment I do that, ooh, things are gonna go south. In my heart. But, oh goodness. Unfortunately, saving doesn't replenish your health, but thankfully you do have this, so it's fine. Oh, it didn't fully recover me? Okay, whatever. I'll just get over to Dr. Peace. Very, very nice. And also, you can download that song as an MP3 file,
Nice
so.
set of pipes you got there, old man.
It has always been my dream to perform in a stadium such as this. A gentleman from the association told me I could have any stage I wanted today. Now, how could I refuse such a kind offer?
Courtesy of me and my entry fee, no doubt.
My ex-wife called me the other day, and I met my daughter for the first time in 10 years. We dined at a fancy restaurant, one of those that are impossible to get a reservation for. And then afterwards, karaoke.
Who got you the reservation?
The association took care of it, of course.
Fuck. My entry fee.
Yeah, basically our money is
important
used
is not
for
the fact the
the luxuries of
reservations are
other
empty.
people.
In
Or
fact,
yourself
no one
if you
gets
so feel like
reservations.
it, but
The words reservations only apply only to those outside of the circle. It's getting into that circle that matters.
And the food. Good?
and also you can clearly see, well,
Unfortunately, the
that's not
atmosphere
exactly
was
like a
facade.
fourth wall break.
Not
I don't really know
once
what that's
found
called,
daughter
but
with me in there.
normally in video
Full
games
food.
or media in general,
Tasted
like
blood.
instead of it zooming in and out between
You're a
people, it
junkie
would
for
snap
blood,
over to
old
other
man.
people, like it did just there.
Sadly, I can't disagree. There's only one way to live. People like us, we're sharks attracted to blood. You smelled blood too, didn't you? Isn't that why you're here?
You got it, old man. And for some reason, I feel this sense of euphoria.
Don't die on me too quickly. I want to gorge myself on this sense of fulfillment till I vomit.
Man, this is what I live for. Fighting your own kind. Nothing's more gratifying.
See you on the other side.
And I need to look up the voice actor. I'm probably going to look up the voice actors for all the characters, and I'm going to put it in the actual thing at some point. And yeah, the bullets are quite strong, so we need to avoid those. And they're literally as easy as doing this. Just running at a slight angle. Just have to be a little bit careful. There we go. And now we can attack him. But yeah, this It's literally just that easy. Oh, and by the way, remember in the last episode when I said guns are kind of annoying to mess around with? Yeah, all the bullets mess around with your gun ammo too. So, yeah, no, that's fun. And also, it's kind of contradictory to what actually happened in the cutscene just now, because in the actual cutscene, Travis actually like goes flying off into a wall when I'm assuming he blocked it, but like just now, like whenever he's actually like deflecting them and junk, he doesn't go back flying, which is good because that would be annoying, but at the same time, it's odd. Okay, do that. I don't know. My thing is caught for some reason. There we go. Okay. Still managed to manage that. Yeah, the cord on the nunchuck got caught on my chair for whatever reason. That's what I mean when I said it got caught. Because you guys clearly would not understand with me just saying, oh, it got caught. Like, literally by, what do you mean by hit? But, you know, whatever. Come on, get over here. I'm gonna have to recharge on my ammo at some point. Okay, so this, oh goodness. Okay, so that can send you flying off a good while. So, need to be very careful about that. Okay, stop this. Stop this. But yeah, this fight is very just mediocre, just doing the normal stuff. So if anything, make sure you use the wrestling move on this guy. That way, well, technically you should be using it on all of them, but just to make sure that this goes by as quickly as possible, do it on this guy. There we go, okay. For whatever odd reason, it didn't read there. There are very few times where the actual moves don't read, so I should be able to... Yeah, you can just dodge that too. Because whenever they like flash like that, I'm pretty sure it's basically an unblockable move. I'm not entirely sure about that, but like that's basically like their special move, like of the fight. But you can just dodge it just as easily as any other attack that he throws at you throughout the entire fight. So you don't have to try very hard to dodge the stuff that he throws out of you. I would also like for you to get stunned so I can do this. There you go. Oh, right. I actually forgot to mention, I actually made a mashup with the song before. The song here is very, it's very okay. It's a lot of just the same repeated stuff the entirety of the song. So overall, it's just a boring song, unfortunately. Which is kind of sad because there are some really good songs in this game too, but unfortunately, this is not one. But by the way, just make sure you're back far enough to make sure that you don't just get hit because you're pretty much point blank whenever you're dodging that and just running around in a circle. So, okay, come on. You're just gonna dodge that. There we go. Go back in for more. And unfortunately, if I'm okay, he's loving to just spam this attack right now. I know he's practically dead and he's getting desperate, but at the same time, you could do a better attack. Like, he doesn't really change much the entirety of the fight either, which makes him even more boring. But, yeah, unfortunately... Oh, no! Nope! Okay, right, I forgot. I think this is a forced loss scenario, and he actually does knock you back on purpose. I think that's the one time in the game where that happens, like right before he dies, but it's not like it's gonna change that much. We just go right back up to him and we'll just settle things. Okay, you should die about now. Can I kill anyone with this? I don't think I can. It might just knock them down to 1 health. Yeah, it does. Okay, no, this is actually where it is that he knocks you back, unfortunately. So I guess I just lost the other one. There are some times where, for whatever reason, I guess it just like doesn't read it or whatever.
Don't kill yourself.
I'm gonna focus here because this is actually important.
Playtime is over.
There we go. Very quick to the draw.
Next song I sing, I know my daughter will love. Won't you, darling? Better practice my rap. Rap with me, Jennifer.
It's open mic night in hell, old man. Sing all you want down there.
And that is the end of Dr. Peace. Again, a really easy boss. And it's one of the worser bosses in the entire game. And in the entire series, to be honest. It's just very okay. There's not much to it. But regardless, he's dead. And we have succeeded in killing another one of the association.
Congratulations. You are now ranked number 9.
What'd you expect?
Wait a minute. Are you getting a little sentimental? Still green, aren't you? You know this is only the beginning.
Call me when the next one's arranged.
Game set!
And again, we have the scoreboard. This scoreboard is just going to show up every time we beat one of the actual assassins. But I'll just skip over it, because you guys know what happens.
Hi, this is Diane from Beefhead Videos. This is a message from Mr. Travis Touchdown. Just calling to remind you that you haven't returned one of our rentals. Let's see here. It's titled Big German Jugs Collection number 23. Be sure to return it soon. Have a nice day.
Yeah, so every time we'll get a little message about that,
Your
and
registration
also
for the
this.
9th UAA rank is now complete. Thank you very much for your cooperation. In addition, we have faxed you some information about the rankings in case you wish to continue your ascent. As a friendly reminder, there will be a small nominal fee to participate in ranked fights. Thank you for your understanding, and have a nice day.
Yeah, we'll have to worry about that fee later on, unfortunately. But, yeah, that's the little notice. And now we need 200,000 LBs. By the way, what are LBs? I don't know. But, regardless, we're going to have to worry about getting said LBs in the next episode. But, until next video, take care.